It's hot as Kelsey's nuts out here. I got banned from the river. Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait for this one. We wind up going to the river on Sunday. I love how I get asked. I get told we're going Saturday night. I got work the next day at like 3 in the morning. We're going to the river tomorrow. I said, I have work in the morning. So, I'm like, all right, I get to utilize the Great American Sick Call. I mean, some people are going to go down in history. Like Houdini is one of the great magicians of our time. I don't know. Winston Churchill, like great leaders of our world. I'm going to be, on my gravestone, I wanted to read, expert at the sick call. So I basically, as soon as they told me that we were going through, I got on the horn. I like to call early. I don't like to get a human being on the phone and I got to sit there and grovel and tell you about how, do the fake cough and everything like that. I like to get the recording before anybody shows up. Yeah, I know, really bang them hard. Like a coward that I am. Anyhow. We got to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Like, what? My wife tells me, but there's one catch. We got to wake up at 6. I'm like, wake up at 6? That's like vacation for me. I'm up at 3:15 every morning doing a show. I got to wake up at 6. I get 3 extra hours sleep. Oh my God. It feels fantastic. I'm like, I'm in. Anyhow, Audi pulls up. Another Audi. I love this. This family. Everybody's driving Audis now. It's like, what the hell's going on? But now it's a car. So I get in the back seat. I'm crunched in the side. My neck is twisted up against the impact column. I don't know what it's called. The column of the car. My head's up against it like this. So here we go. Yeah, 3 hours of this. We get to the destination, okay? And I gotta tell you right now, we brought the whole family this time. We brought little Dominican Republic with us. Yeah. And now, I don't know about you, but when Dominicans get together, they get very noisy. It's very loud. So now we have to take a bus up the river so they can give us rafts, and then we come back down the river. You understand how this works? So we all load on the bus, and the bus driver gets on. It's this old white woman, okay? She's just trying to do a fucking job. We got 3 fucking radios blasting already. It's bachata. Like, the front of the bus has different music than the back of the bus. Do you understand? This is like, what is this, New Orleans? Everybody's yelling, screaming, "Wepa, wepa!" You gotta understand something. Whenever Spanish... Did you ever remember when you were a kid, you went to the Bronx Zoo? Like, you had the white kids that would come from the white school, and they'd be walking around, like, very quiet. Remember when the Puerto Rican kids would pull up? They're, like, throwing things. They're grabbing sticks. They're hitting the gorillas over the head. It's true. They're throwing rocks. It's like, you look... And we used to look at them like we're all in line. Remember how you had to stand in line? To the left are the tigers, and you're like... All right, come along now, class. Like, discipline. The Puerto Rican kids were jumping on top of the polar bears. All right, maybe not. You get it? And out of control. So we're on the bus. Everybody's yelling and screaming, and I could see the bus driver's face. You know how the bus driver has that mirror when they drive? They have that big mirror. And I see the bus driver's face, and she's just like seething. Like, I gotta drive around these goddamn Spanish people now. Now you gotta understand something. We're up in the mountains. This is white people territory. You understand? This is like a family-run business, this river business and whatnot. Anyway, we're driving, and as we're driving, they're turning the radios up louder. The drinks are coming out. People are jumping up and down. I mean, I was looking at this bus drive, and the whole time I'm sitting in my chair quietly. quietly, while I got my wife like shouting through my head to people on the other side. Yeah. Yelling out the windows. You have no idea. So I got my eyes locked on the woman driving the bus. Because I think she's just going to like yell Donald Trump and drive the bus right off a cliff. I know. That's what I was waiting for. I thought she was going to like, this is like my last day on planet Earth. I'm sending all these Spanish people to hell. Anyhow, we get down to the boats. Now they're going to give you instructions. It's like, listen, I got this guy, he's 500 pounds. He's going to tell me how to row a fucking boat? Anyhow, we get these boats. They're inflatable rafts. You know? You get your oars. You throw the boat in the river. As soon as we hit the river, the drinking starts. Now, listen. I brought a bottle of Jack Daniels. Brand new bottle of Jack Daniels. I'm like, I'm not futzing around with beers here. Okay, we're going right in. Jack and Cokes all the way down the river. I want to listen to music. I want to... Anyhow, the boats go in the water. What does it turn... I pour my first drink. What happens? It turns into a splashing fest. All the boats come together. Everybody's splashing everybody, so everybody gets soaking wet. I'm trying to cover my Jack and Coke. This river water flies into my Jack and Coke. I'm like, that's great. Now I'm going to have like a staph infection from my mouth. Like, isn't there like bacteria in the water or something like that? I'm like, should I drink this thing? I'm like, fuck it. What am I going to have? The runs halfway down the river? Oh, that's hot. Anyhow. Now they're tying... number one, does anybody understand the concept of rowing? You don't have to have a major in physics to understand how to row a boat. So the first like, I don't know, hour, we're just like going in circles. It's like we're the most embarrassing people on the river. It's just a bunch of boats going in circles because nobody can figure out how to row a boat. Yeah. So now I'm really pouring the Jack and Cokes down. I'm like, oh my God, it's going to be a long fucking 9 miles. Yeah, it's a 9-mile trek. So you have to go from... Down the river 9 miles is where you return the boat. 9 miles is a bit. It's a lot. And the fat guy's like, you have to get back to the landing area by 6 o'clock this evening. And I'm like, listen, fuck you, pal. You're lucky if this boat even gets there. You gotta go to... He's giving us instructions. Like, nobody's paying attention. The radios are on. After the second bridge, you have to veer to the right or you're going to overshoot the landing. I'm like, there's not one person that's going to get to this landing. Okay? And the boat's coming back popped. Because I got news for you. I got a pack of smokes with me. And there ain't no ashtrays. So all I'm imagining is like my cigarette going, me being drunk and my cigarette going into the boat and we're all in the drink. So they get this bright idea to tie all the boats together like a barge. Yeah, like a big, like, you know, the Staten Island garbage barge. We tie up this boat. Number one, try to paddle the boat. A single boat, you can be like nimble. But with the barge tied together and everybody drinking, this boat's going nowhere fast. Nowhere fast. We're crashing into rocks. We're getting stuck and grounded. People had to jump out, pull the boat. It's a disaster area. It's a disaster. Anyhow, we get down this river, and it's a beautiful day. You're jumping. It's beautiful. You're jumping into the water. It's that fresh, like mountain spring water. You understand? Ice cold, but it feels good. It doesn't get you all caked up like salt water does. You know how you get out of salt water and it's like, you're sticky and you got to take a shower. And you get out of this, you feel invigorated. You know, the nipples get had. You know, the cock and balls shrink. It's very invigorating. Anyhow, we're like 3/4 through our little voyage here. And I look down. I go to pour myself another drink. And I noticed the bottle of Jack Daniels is almost empty. I mean, it's like you can see it's turning that light brown color, almost like a light iced tea. Because there's not much volume in there. And I look up, almost in anger. And I said, who's drinking all the Jack Daniels? And I look around and everybody's like, the music was like, like zip. And everybody looks at me and they're like, nobody's drinking that. And that's when I realized that I drank the entire bottle by myself. And I was like, never mind. And my wife's looking at me like she's looking at me like with the furrowed brow, like, what are you talking about? That's great. Yeah, welcome to Copeg. So we get to this area where it's like a cliff jump. Now this isn't how I know I had a whole bottle of Jack Daniels in me. I don't jump off of cliffs. I got news for you right now. We went to Action Park and they had a 30-foot cliff dive. Okay, Phil, I watched Phil scurry up the cliff, boosh into the water, up and boosh into the water, up and boosh. I said, what am I missing? I got up there, I jumped at Action Park, and I land asshole first. For some reason, when I jump off a cliff, I land asshole first! And it was one of the most painful experiences of my life. I felt like I ripped my asshole. Not to be too graphic. And I remember getting out of there, out of the water, and saying, oh man, it gave me this feeling in my stomach. It was almost like a water jet came up through my large intestine. I don't know how to explain it. And it gave me like a sick feeling for the rest of the day. I was like, oh, that was no fun. Meanwhile, Phil, boosh, boosh, he's diving, cannonballs. I mean, what's going on? Can I have one iota of athleticism? I mean, even if it's falling from a rock, can I be at least good at that? So we get to this area where it's like this cliff jump. And I don't know how high it is. It's got to be 30, 40 feet. There's like different levels to it. There's like, there's like regular level, and then there's like Evel Knievel. Okay, there's one that's up here where you have to jump out over the rock, the first jump, and then into the water. I'm out. I'm not doing that. I don't need these kind of thrills in my life. But I said, let me jump off the cliff. I'm like, when in Rome, all the Dominicans, they scurry up the rock cliff like this is what they were born to do. And they all jump off. I'm the guy, I gotta look over the side. I gotta contemplate this reflection going on. This type of thing. I gotta look again. I gotta build up the nightmare in my head of me banging my head on a rock and then going to the hospital and then being in a wheelchair for the rest of my life and then crapping my pants and the bed sores. You get it? Yelling at my wife. I gotta take a shit. Like this type of thing. All these calculations are going on in my head. What am I going to do? Do I put a gun in my mouth? If I'm paralyzed from the neck down, what do I do? Put a gun in my mouth? How do I put a gun in my mouth if I'm paralyzed from the neck down? Can I shoot myself with my mouth? These are the types of things that you calculate in your head. Everybody else, whoosh, in the water. Okay, that's great. So I get up there, and it was like the Jack Daniels took away all thought. I just walked and did like a walking jump. Pathetic, I know. And I hit the water asshole first. Thank you. And with a life preserver, this is how high the jump was. With a life preserver, I went like 10 feet underwater. I'm like, okay, where's the surface? Where's the surface? You ever put like a basketball underwater and it comes up like violently? I have a full-blown life preserver on, and I'm still like, where's the surface? I'd like to breathe now. Anyway, I get to the surface and I have that feeling in my stomach like I just blew out my asshole. But here's the difference between now and Action Park. At Action Park, I didn't have a bottle of Jack Daniels in me. So now I'm like, if I feel this and I'm this drunk, then we got a real problem. So now I get over to the side, I'm bent over, nobody cares. By the way, my wife didn't come over, like, are you okay? Like, what happened? I'm like keeled over. Yeah, nobody cares. So I gotta walk it off. Thank you. A couple cigarettes took care of that, by the way. So we get the boat over by where the landing area is. And I jump out of the boat to pull it, over and whatnot. And it's all rocks. I mean, this is like a foot of water now. And it's all rocks. And I stumble and fall. Yeah, slippery rocks. And I see I get up. I'm like, oh, I get up. And I see my wife glaring at me. And she pulls me in aside. She goes, I think you have a drinking problem. I'm like, what? Now, because I'm in a river and I slip on moss-covered rocks. Now I'm a drunkard. Now I'm sitting there and now I'm arguing with her that I'm not a drunkard. Which basically makes you look like more of a drunkard. Yeah. When you start getting like upset that somebody's telling you you're drinking too much. If somebody says to you, this is the best way to handle this. If your wife comes up to you and says, hey, you're drinking too much. You know what you say to her? You go, you're right. And then you just keep on drinking. I started arguing. So now I look like a belligerent drunk. Yes. Great. That's great. So now the whole car ride home is how I gotta get cut off. Everybody's still drinking. I'm sitting there twiddling my thumbs. Yeah, with my neck crinked over, which gave me a stiff neck the next day. So I could justify the next day's sick call. Yeah. By the way, the next day, this must have been the talk of the family. Obviously, what's not the talk of this goddamn family? We go over our mother's house for dinner. And who's there inevitably? Sylvia. As soon as I walk through the door. Now, the whole you drank too much thing was kind of quelled by the next day. It was like relaxed and everything like that. I walk through the door to eat dinner. The first thing I hear is, Yessie, you drinking too muchy? Yes, Sylvia. Thank you for bringing that up again. Thank you for letting my wife know that the whole entire family now thinks I drinky too muchy. Thank you, Sylvia. So then that rekindled that whole talk after dinner when we went home. Yeah, thank you. Very pleasant. Callahan here. All right. I was scanning for crimes. So so I'm banned from the river. Okay? So what do you think? Now, here we go.
Company of Signal 16 for an out-of-mail back pain on Route 110 and Rafting Street. Repeating of Signal 16 for an out-of-mail back pain, Route 110 and Rafting Street at 1210 dispatch 43rd.
Yeah, back pain. Join the club. Here we go. Yeah, so my wife and my son are at the river right now. They went back to the river this weekend. So I'm out. I'm not allowed to go. So, yeah. Well, guess what? I woke up. Okay, basically, what did I do? Now I can't even remember what I did. I woke up, I did a little exercise. I've never woken up and like the house is so quiet. My son, I love my son and my wife to death. But with them not here, I'm like, oh my God, it's peace and quiet. I had coffee, I had a breakfast. I went garage sailing by myself, which was terrific. I love my kid. But I let me ask you, have you ever gone garage sailing with a 4-year-old? I know, you're looking for the first window to jump through. I come home, and now we're out here. I had a nice lunch. I'm like, Jesus Christ, I'm going to drink tonight. Now that the fun police isn't around, and I'm going to listen to my my record player. Yeah, through the Pioneer. I mean, what more could you want? This is life. Everything works out in life. Everything works out. Roll the theme song. Oh, break beats. It's a whole tape full of break beats. Remember those? No? All right. There goes Rita. Come on. I'm gonna need an ambulance for my ears. Oh, you're out of here. You're out. You're out. Off duty. Off duty. Oh, shot a cap gun for being off duty. Off. I tell you, when I retire, I'm gonna get off duty tattooed right across my forehead. How about that, baby? Shot a cap gun. Off duty. Anybody comes to me complaining, off duty. All right, guys. You know what? What were we going to talk about today? I have no idea. I have no idea. This show is tumbling out of control. I'll tell you right now. The only thing I can think of today is an episode of Hello, Sega Master System! How about that? And to be honest with you, I'm not even sure we got Sega Master System on this thing. Let's find out. Picture time. As you can see, we got the old game station permanently wired up here. Yeah, so I don't have to jimmy around with the cords all the time. We're automatically piped into the Sansui 1010. All we need is the controller. How about that? growing up, we had Sega guys, Nintendo guys, and we had Sega guys. But the Nintendo guys far outnumbered the Sega guys as far as the in the 8-bit days. I know I'm not wrong about that one. The Sega Master System was a very, very unusual console to see where I came from. I only knew one person with it. So it's so interesting to look back and find out that my game station isn't working. Oh, come on. Boy. Sega Master System, yes. 329 games available, by the way. How do we do this? Let's see. We're just going to do it like this. And stop. That was a baseball. Come on. Ninja Gaiden, no. Jesus Christ. All right, here we go. Bip. Oh, Rampage. Okay. Rampage, Rampart, Rastan. That's what we... And Rita falls from the hip. That's what we're doing today. Oh, yeah. Come on, guys. Who doesn't remember Rampage? What a game! God almighty, I felt so lucky to get it for the Atari LYNX. Oh, it was so good on the Atari LYNX. Oh, yeah. Oh, look at this. $1986 Bally Midway. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's get started. We gotta use Alright. One player. I like Lizzie. They're all selectable. Wasn't it the Nintendo version you can only pick 2? Oh, nice graphics. What was the trick? Hold on. You always hit the foundation, right? Well, these are... There we go. Jesus, these guys are aggressive, huh? There we go, we hit the sign. Oh, we hit the sign while it's lit up. Oh, I missed it. Okay. Here we go. Now you go down and you hit the base, right? There we go. Out of here. These graphics are fantastic. What a nice... On the LYNX version, you could... Wait, what is it? You can jump on building? Hold on a second. You used to be able to hit them from the top. And they would break up. Oh, that guy blew up the building. Okay. It's fine with me. There we go. Alright. Let's get that helicopter out of here. How come I can't go up this building? Oh, here we go. I remember when I was young. This is refreshing my memory very slowly. I remember I used to draw pictures of Rampage, like cities. Because it was easy enough to do. And the monsters. I mean, that's how, when you were a kid, how into it used to get. Yes. I remember playing Wild Gunman, pressing pause and drawing those scenes. Because I used to love Wild Gunman so much. How about that? You know what? We just figured out a show today. Let's check out Rampage on the Nintendo now. And then we'll go see it on the Atari LYNX. So exciting! Oh, this is great. And see how they stack up. Okay. Alrighty. Here we go. QR. Yes, I know. I have to do that. Okay. Rampage. Oh, yeah. Oh, we could do a show on Rampage too, can't we, though? We could do a show on Rampage, Sega Master System, NES, and Atari LYNX. Oh, I'm gonna come. Now, I don't know what they did to Lizzie over here. It looks like the ghost from Scream. Okay, here we go. See, you only had George and Lizzie here. Let's go with Lizzie because we picked Lizzie last time. Yes. A noticeable downgrade in graphics. Okay, I want to know if you could do two things. Can you hit from the top? You can't hit from the top. Oh, here we go. My strategy was always to bust up one side, just the whole one side, and that's it, see? And you can hit down too, okay. Whoa, that was easy. Oh, out of here. I'm gonna let this guy do it for me. Ready? Watch this. Oh! 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 There we go. Oh, the bridge! The bridge! Come on, the bridge! We gotta jump on it! Oh no, I wanna get the bridge! Damn it! Okay. Sacramento. Oh, a truck. We gotta get the truck. Oh, oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, damn you. Oh, and when you would die, you would turn into a naked guy and creep off the side of the screen. Remember that? Let's do that. What's this, fireworks? Oh no, I'm getting my energy back. Alright, here we go. Alright, the music's very annoying. Let's eat this guy. Oh, let's go eat the bomb. There we go. He breathes fire. That's the best. Let's see if we can... There you go. That building's out here. Okay. Okay, we get the idea. I tell you what. I know we all hold the NES version close to our hearts, but that musical loop is irritating. I know. I know. So far, it goes to the Sega Master System. Okay, here we go. Atari LYNX. This is one of my favorite places to go right here. Yes. Doesn't take long. Look at that. Rampage. 1991, buddies. This is the version, the Nintendo version and this version are the ones I'm most familiar with, but I'm really familiar with this game right here. For the Atari LYNX, 1986. Oh, come on! Oh, come on, Atari, doing it! Oh, sip of coffee, shot of cap gun for that music! Okay, so the thing to remember here is look at mode 7 scaling. And that's right, we get an extra character. The thing to remember here is we're going to be greeted with that fantastic Atari sound. The sound of explosions, the sounds of the buildings crumbling. Atari, I don't know, their sound chip is phenomenal. So we have George, we have Lizzie, we have Larry the rat. I think I work with him. Okay, and we have Ralph the werewolf. But you know, in celebration of continuity here, we will pick Lizzie. Look at how Lizzie walks closer. I mean, this is fantastic. How big will she get? Oh, coming through the screen. Okay. All right, let's start. Oh, let's start. Newspaper, a little graphic there. That's a nice touch. Let's get a little more sound going here. Okay. Oh yeah, flying in on a blimp there. Oh yeah. Listen to that. That's right. The difference. I think we get hit down on the building. Why am I thinking that? Now we have a scrolling. It's the. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, baby. Who's this clown? Oh yeah, so good. It's not just a one-screen level. We have a scrolling. Look at this guy. What are you kidding me? Give me that. Oh. It's even got the timer. Ouch. The timer on the bomb. What little details. I think we could just break the foundation. Let's see. Oh, this is a tall building, huh? All right, this one's coming down. You ready for the big jump? Oh! Jump and hold the joypad up to grab. Yes, okay, thank you. Like, thank you, Nintendo Power. Who doesn't know that? Listen to this. You gotta crank it. Oh! Scrumptious! Light bulb? We gotta hit the foundation. You ready? That's the trick. That's the trick. Skinny buildings go right down. You ready for this? Go to the other side. A little more. A little more. Here we go. We jump off the top. Oh! Oh, you want to see him turn naked? Grab it! Alright, let's just see if there's a bridge over here. Oh! Come on out, baby. Come on out. I saw you in there. Alright, is there a bridge over here? No, okay, then let's die and we'll see what he looks like naked, huh? Ah, shit. Here we go. Alright. Oh! Pizza sign. Oh, yeah! That's it, we're dead. Oh, it's a naked broad! Oh, that's right, it's Lizzie, of course. Of course. Where's that boat? I'm gonna ruin this guy's fishing trip. Oh, come on. Let's see if there's anything else on the ground here. Guys, what are you gonna do? Yes, I know. And the winner is Atari LYNX! Who knew? I did the whole time. Please. Please. Learn something new every day around here. Don't you know that? But have you learned that you just tuned into the greatest video game program in the history of human civilization? And you better believe that. With a 4K face! We'll see you next time.